onto your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
What is going on, Entertainment? So I'm coming to us with another video. So y'all getting the short PR today because my back is a screaming, okay? Hollering. Oh. So y'all just gonna just get the face cut of this video, okay? Today we do another Hollywood hot topic, so we get into the most salacious news in Hollywood, okay? First I wanted to get into you guys is Tory Lanez. So he dropped some merch that I guess he's going to be selling while he's behind bars. Why he's doing this, especially if he's planning on appealing, to me doesn't really make any sense. And it kind of shows him in a negative light because it doesn't show that he has any sympathy for anything that's happened. I don't think he should have put this out. His team, to me, I question a lot because there should be someone who should be making these hard decisions on whether to go through stuff like this. And there should have been a no. It's coming across as boastful. It's coming across as I don't care. Too bad. So sad. At least he didn't die. Okay? And I don't get how he plans on selling this for like 10 years. Nobody's going to be buying this merch by 2026. Nonetheless, 2025. I just don't get it. I feel like he has some of the worst people on his team in his camp ever. And that's what kind of even landed him in his situation. Because I kind of hate how people kind of go so hard in debating how he got in this situation, because there was multiple levels where he couldn't have got that 10 years. One, the last level, I believe, was changing his legal team. I feel like if he kept his legal team, I don't think he would have got 10. I don't think he would have got that. Of course, he would have already gotten the minimum time for having a pow during his probation, but the other time frame, besides that, I don't think he would have got that much at all. And I think it's because he changed our legal team. He went for the defense, and it ended up backfiring on him. I wish he didn't do that. And this merch, I don't think is going to help with the appeal either. If the judge didn't feel sympathetic in regards to the letters that he got, why would he think they're going to feel sympathetic to him selling merch or take lightly to him selling merch? Because it looks like you're profiting off of the situation. I don't get it. I just don't get him doing this like at all. Like, it makes no sense to me at all. Free a person who could put who should do, I feel like, free something merch, like free James, free Josh. It's when, you're able to get out in a short period amount of time. Those people who do like a free this, free that, and they got like a long behind sentence, I don't see the point into it. Especially if they have multiple chances to not get a long behind sentence. He really should have took the stand. I'm gonna stand by that. He should have took the stand, and I feel like he should have put the blame on Kelsey. I feel like him trying to make it seem like he just didn't know what happened that night was kind of dumb. You should have just blamed Kelsey. He would have had a better chance. And she might have gotten a fall and you couldn't. I'm just saying. Okay? I just feel bad for the kids. Like Tara said, for the kids. That's what I feel bad for. Okay? Because now they're without a dad. Like, screw him. It's the kids that I really feel bad for. Because now they're going to have to grow up and dealing with being without a father over something that had nothing to do with them. So that's the part that sucks about it the most to me. And of course, Megan's trauma and all of this. So it's like a double hurt. Okay. So let me know what you guys think about him selling the merch. And are you guys going to cop free Tories? Okay. People who wear that out in public, I'm always side eye. I'm sorry. Because it's like you really spending money on the merch when you could have just been putting it on his books directly. Because his team's probably going to cut it out. Just put it on his books. Put it on his books. Put it on his books. Okay. Next I want to get into, guys, is Kenya. Kenya did an interview with Behind the Velvet Rope. His voice is hilarious to me. Let me tell you something. And I can say this because I'm part of the LGBTQ family. He has a gay voice. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like you ever hear somebody talk, you're like, oh, you're super gay. Like he's like I feel like I have a little bit of that voice too. Hey, y'all might clock me with that too. I feel like I do. I don't care. Okay. But it's like a naggy, super gay. But it's funny though. I like David, so don't think I'm coming for David. I love David. I think him and Kim D, when they do their podcasts and stuff, it's actually really really funny, and I get a super good key out of it. So recently he sat down with Courtney and Courtney off of Housewives of Atlanta, and she talked a little bit about how Kenya treats some of the production on Atlanta Housewives. Not gonna lie, I've heard this not off of this show, but I interviewed somebody. And this was a while back. I interviewed somebody on my other channel. I don't even know if I have this interview up on my channel right now. And this person, well, let me play the interview first and then we'll talk.
We do, like, we go into these scenes and we want to have fun with the girls, and it's just like there's that dark shadow, and if you're not aligned with her or hyping her up or moving the way that she wants, it just doesn't, it never ends well.
I mean, one thing Nene has said is that, like, Kenya, whether you like her or not, she's needed for the show. Would you agree with that?
I would not agree with that. I think that Kenya has had a long-standing role on the show, so she's developed fans, and it's just simple math, right? Like, over time, the people who relate to you, resonate with you, you're gonna have that. You put another strong personality in there, a Portia, no one's gonna miss Kenya, right? Like, so it's just having a strong lead that's good for television. I think if you put someone in there that's more fun and more willing to make fun environments, yes, the fun shade is cool, having conflict, but the key to me in real life is you have conflict with your friend group, but then you move on. If not for your personal, like, even with Candy, before I was totally ready to move on, I knew it would be in the best interest of the group and when we got together. So just the responsible, accountable thing would be to be like, you know what? You're right, right? Let's move on. Let's have fun. And so that's what I feel. That's how I feel.
Well, I think that's what Bravo and production likes too. I mean, I think that's what Housewives is. It's conflict resolution, conflict.
Okay, that's the part where she basically talks about why Kenya's not even on the show. Now I'm gonna say this, okay? If Portia's not there, we need a Kenya. Okay, regardless. So let's not, stop the hoopla. Like, don't hate Courtney with your soft voice. Courtney needs to do ASMR, okay? She gives ASMR like, so, I eat and then I'm gonna crunch like this. And then I'm going to take the bottle and shove it in my mouth. She gives me one of those, okay? It's very much ASMR vibe. So in the same interview, she talks about how nobody kind of rushed and checked on Kenya when she fell and busted her ass.
Karma.
I had to stop talking about this fall like it's something, okay. Kenya almost broke her bones, okay? Brittle bones. Her bones are brittle, okay? Kenya's a little on the older side. She's not the young, no spring chicken. So, she really could have cracked the knuckle and busted a foot. You feel me? And you thinking that's funny and that it's karma. Somebody busting their asses in karma. Something happening to them, that's teaching them a lesson is karma. But she easily could have not fell. Like, that was stupid to me. That's not karma. Like, I don't like that. But I will say I do back off. I do back up one of the claims that she kind of makes. Okay, and she goes on in this interview and kind of tells us how, production didn't really rush to her side and like, oh my God, are you okay? You busted your ass. Okay, when I interviewed this lady, she said she worked. This is all alleged. She said she worked with she worked with Kenya during The Apprentice. She told me this Kenya was the biggest bitch like ever. She was like, "Oh my God, Pierre." She told me this off the record. That's why I'm not going to tell her who she is. But if y'all connected does touch my body, you could kind of figure it out. So, but I ain't gonna expose her. But she was like, Pierre, she was like the biggest bitch. Okay, she was just like, I couldn't believe how rude she was. She was like, I thought she was playing a character, but she wasn't. She was so rude. Apparently, she worked with her during The Apprentice, and that's when the lady she was telling me that she was like, she would order food and like she ordered like food, like a whole lot of food, just for herself and not for her people. Like it was just a whole bunch of crazy stuff she was telling me that Kenny was doing, and I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. I don't like this hearing about this, Kenny, because one thing about production, they are messy. I will say that, but when it comes to some of the lighting, camera people, you can't be treating them like that. Like if that is true, how Courtney claims and the lady who told me claims, which are both alleged, I don't think that that's right, Kenya. Okay, like that's really, really wrong, especially with the entertainment in this industry right now, they're not getting paid the same wages that they were getting paid back then. So you're really talking to someone that's not, making buku bucks, and you're talking to them like trash and like they're pieces of crap. Which Kenya, you wouldn't want nobody to do that to you, and especially with you, getting a high budget to be on the show, you gotta kind of be careful because if they cut you at any time, they could easily do it because you're getting such a high pay rate versus some of the other girls. So you and Candy I feel like, are at risk. I know a lot of people feel like follower wise, they need them, but if they bring back Portia, I can guarantee you they're probably gonna drop Kenya or Candy, and I feel like they're gonna drop Candy first because of the storyline. She doesn't bring like that much storyline wise, so that I feel like they're gonna drop her first because y'all gotta understand Bravo and the whole Bravo, NBC, all these networks, everybody's going through a recession right now. That's why there's even a strike right now. All these networks and stuff, they're broke. Okay, so they're trying to make sure to cut corners any chance that they can get. So her doing and treating production like this allegedly, I don't think is the smartest because you might end up losing a check because they're like, oh, I want to work with a she Aggie. Let's get rid of her. Okay. Next, I wanted to get into, you guys, is DJ Akademiks. So apparently he went on his streaming platform and was just going off about SZA. I don't know what SZA did to this man, but apparently he has a problem with the girl. This was to me just nasty.
Her bitch had freckles, take it off, all that weird shit. Every time y'all clown her, she about to like, like do a million things. Bitch, you try to play with me one time. I'm on your ass today. Fuck that. I don't give two fucks about you industry niggas. I don't give a fuck about your tour nor your fucking album. Stop fucking playing me. We on her fucking ass, man. We're still fucked though. We just gotta keep it a bean with you. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Now we might have to pay her back your ass because, like, goddamn, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck? Yo, you know the crazy thing is, let me keep it a bean. SZA is as fat as me. That's 100% facts. This is why when bitches call me fat, I be laughing. You whores are fat just like me. Y'all go to the doctor, you suck it out. Yo, bitch, you got a double chin on Paru. I ain't Paru, I just like to say. You suck the fat out of there and put it into your ass be looking lopsided, your belly button be looking weird, because they done move that bitch around. It's like tic-tac-toe. Factuals, my nigga. SZA is fat as me, body built like a smart fucking car. She holding this fucking clutch. Bitch, we know you a fat bitch. Like, come on, man. So, I'm sorry. I don't know what she did to me, but like, I've been had it on for her. Like, fuck that. I'm on time, and I'm sorry to say. Yes, I'm on some liquor, but every time.
We just know y'all gonna never catch me doing this. The moment y'all catch me doing this, bitch, I'm quitting YouTube. Like, chop it back. Like, y'all gonna get a good key out of me. Y'all not gonna get me, degrading people down especially if they do nothing or warrant it. What did she even do to you for you to be saying all of this? You fat chipmunk. Like, that to me is crazy. I don't get how he plans on ever going outside and attending events or posting where he is at publicly. Because I'm telling you, the moment they catch this man lacking, it's a wrap. Like, you literally cannot go to any events or outings without a security at this point. Because you have multiple people on your ass. And they're high-figure people. And it's one thing, let's say he criticizes, you know, a hot topic that's going on or something like that. The way he does it's like he just talk about people randomly. I just don't even make no goddamn sense. I'm just like, you must be really angry. I feel like he has mommy issues too. That's a big part of it. And that's why he gives me the type. That's the thing. DJ Akademiks, he gives me the type that smokes weed, drinks, and puts on raw wave. I'm telling you, I love raw wave, but if a nigga put on raw wave and they smoking and they drinking, they got issues, okay? They got problems. That raw wave, that's a good red flag. That's a big red flag. Ladies, listen, okay? That raw wave, baby, that's a trigger. I'm just saying. I learned it the hard way. All right, so next I wanted to get into, guys, is Lizzo. So Lizzo apparently is losing like a whole lot of opportunities due to the whole lawsuit that came her way, which, in my opinion, looking at the documents and reading them down, because I did 2 videos on them, so I know what I'm talking about. I feel like it's a money grab. I feel like it's a huge money grab. I think they're blowing this whole thing out of proportion. I feel like it's somebody that was in her camp that was heavily against her that kind of brought all these people to kind of sort of speak out against her, because it came out too quickly, too fast, and all of a sudden it didn't trickle. It came out one day, and then the day after some more people came out. It just don't, when that happens, that gives me money grab. If those girls were that miserable, you guys should have quit, not get fired, and then try to sue. Anytime that happens, that's always a such situation. Facts. What DJ Akademiks big ass said, factoids. Okay, that is just like, it's common sense. Like, come on now. If it was that bad, y'all would have quit. Like, nobody's taking that type of treatment for nothing. And y'all dancers, so I know you guys don't make the biggest amount, especially when it comes to the state of the economy right now. They probably weren't paying you guys buku bucks. So I don't think it has anything to do with, you know, Lizzo's treatment of them feeling so horribly. I think it's they want coin. So apparently she was being considered to do the Super Bowl, and she now is not being considered anymore. So she is dropped from doing the Super Bowl, or being even considered for doing the Super Bowl. She also lost about two. My bad. Oh, why is this in the way? She lost about 220,000 followers on Instagram after this all went down also. And she was supposed to do like a tour with Jay-Z, was supposed to be one of the artists on that tour, and she was dropped. And I think they wrapped up all the tour as well. Like they're no longer doing the tour, production says, due to unforeseen circumstances, which we all know is because of her situation, because they don't want to be kind of mixed up into that. I really do feel like it's a huge money grab. And I kind of feel bad for Lizzo, because it's like she was really at her peak. Don't get me wrong. I do think some of the situations did happen. I'm not saying none of it happened, but I'm saying the part where they were mistreated and isolated, I don't believe that. But the part where, you know, they going out to the club and eating bananas out the cooter and doing all that, well, that's video admitted. Like, that was dumb of her. That's why you shouldn't finagle and mangle with your employees. All the other stuff, I don't believe some of that. I just don't. I think it's a huge money grab. And I think they elevated the situation when it comes to the mistreatment of them a lot more than what actually happened. All right. And next I want to get into, y'all, is y'all know y'all want me to talk about Big Brother so that. Oh my God, Pierre, talk about Big Brother, Big Brother, Big Brother. Okay, fine. So you guys know one of the cast members who's from Florida got removed for saying the N-word. Ha! Isn't that peculiar? Now I got a good key out of this because y'all didn't cast my bitch ass. Look at what happened. You guys cast all these people from Florida that y'all know down here. Y'all know a lot of them racist than a mother. But y'all want to cast him because, you know, he gave us a funny look during the photo shoot. That little eye that he does. Look at him. Okay? I casted him, right? So it's a lot of things I found wrong about this situation. That kind of like, it ticked me off. Jared, the way that he reacted to the situation, I didn't like. I feel like he was too like easygoing with the situation, one. Two, it's as if he thought it was okay. And he didn't really say, hey, just so you know, you shouldn't say it, so on and so forth. It's as if he was just like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Like, them white people more mad than I am. And I'm like, so you just gonna really let this man slide like this? And also what I didn't like, when they brought all the house guests together and they revealed why he getting kicked out for, I think his name is Sam, the gay guy of the season. He acted like as if he didn't hear him say that. Yeah, you did, because you gave him a funny look. He said the N-word you said. So you know he said it, but you tried to make it seem like you didn't hear it, so that way you're not involved in the whole situation. But you were in the room, you heard him say it, you gave him a funny look, which you didn't do nothing wrong. At the end of the day, you're not black, in my opinion, and you could still say, hey, you shouldn't say that. But Jared, to me, had more of the responsibility to really say and confront him as to not saying it. So that's why I hold most responsible, in my opinion. And I just didn't like the way he reacted towards the situation. I ain't gonna cat with you at all. Okay. Them removing him, I was shocked. I really thought they was gonna give him like a penalty warning or something. Like if he did something else, they're gonna kick him out, or you know, they was gonna put him for eviction and gave him a one penalty vote already. But I was shocked because we've seen some suspicious racist stuff done in the past, and this is the first time I feel like they've really taken action during a season and literally taken a house guest literally out. Variety, I need to get y'all stuff together because you guys said that Kyle was removed after he said remarks about race that led to his eviction. Okay, oh well, it led to his eviction. That's right, but you know they didn't take him out because of that. Like they didn't remove him from the house. He literally got evicted. That had to do with it though. Okay. What scares me about the whole situation though, I feel like now everything's gonna be criticized. So it's kind of like anytime something suspicious is said or done, they're gonna be like, oh, evict them, remove them. Okay, even though I think that's the worst of the worst because you literally said the N-word and you're not black. Apparently, his stepdad says he has black family members and he should be ashamed of himself because he knows better. So I think the eviction was the right thing to do. And it also kind of shows other house guests coming in there that like they're not playing those games. Apparently, the producer was pissed. I know that casting producer was hella mad too. Should have casted me. I'm just playing. Let me know what you guys think about some of these topics down below. Do you guys think Jared should have reacted like way better? What do you guys think of Lizzo losing the opportunities? Do you guys think it's deserved? And also, what do you guys think of Tory selling that merch? All right, leave your comments down below. We have babies.
No personal thing.